Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, Barbenheimer weekend making history in more ways than one. How the marketing paid off at the box office.
Plus, now that the Taylor Swift concert is over, how Swifties plan to recover after their months-long anticipation.
Then we're chatting with two teachers turned podcasters, their advice for fellow educators and their new podcast, Running Late with Anne and Bree.
And Fogo de Chão dishing up their miso black bean pasta. A look at their Brazilian steakhouse and churrasco-style cooking techniques. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hello, am I gonna make it through this
You'll make
show?
it.
I'm gonna make it.
You'll make it.
I only hours ago got back from the Taylor Swift concert, and we're here, ready for another week. I'm Mireya Garcia, and co-hosting with me today is our bestie, Bender Cunningham, for mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hello.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm here. I'm present.
You're okay. We'll get. It was funny because I figured that with you doing Taylor and me doing the morning show this morning.
Yes.
Halfway through today's show, you and I are just going to be leaning up against each other, just getting through whatever we have to get through. We'll be fine, though.
Part of my plan was to say, welcome, Bender, talk.
That works, too. I'm totally okay with that. That's totally fine.
Oh, I love it. Well, yes, you know, a big part of the Studio 13 Live team did go to the Taylor Swift concert. Those two shows sold out. I mean, I know it was a big part of the community, everybody talking about it, hoping to win tickets. Now the concert's over. Swifties have a lifetime of videos and photos to look back on. Here's some of our team and some of our viewers. You know, and I can only hope that your videos and pictures are far higher quality than whatever I managed to get that day. But yes, Seattle icon Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam was there as well. And, you know, we heard word of many different famous people just popping in to see what Taylor was up to.
So on an energy level of 1 to 10, you're where right now?
Right now, I'm at a delirious 6.
Wow.
I got energy, but it's one of those, I mean, you know what I mean, like you as you say, burn the candle at both ends.
Yeah, you're running on fumes right now.
But I'm there. I'm in it. And then at around 3 this afternoon, you won't be able to speak to me.
Here's Mireya last night. I don't know if I should go up to the camera or if I should let you guys zoom in on that. Mireya is ready to go.
Yeah,
She's all
so
look
excited.
at. She's so excited.
Oh, yeah.
That's on her Instagram feed. Now, if you take a look at
the 13.
Oh, the 13's now faded just a little bit.
It's faded and sad
Kind of like her energy level. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. I had friends that went to the show on Saturday night and then went tailgating. It's not tailgating. It's tailgating.
Yeah.
That's when they were all in the North Plaza of Lumen Field. Didn't go into the show, but enjoyed all the music outside and made an event.
Oh, yeah, and that's very beautiful. And it was also additionally special because there were Mariners games going on.
Yeah, thankfully day games, though.
Yeah, day games, but there was definitely, like, we were crossing paths. As we were coming in, people were going out. And we actually saw a couple of people who had Taylor Mariners jerseys. They said they weren't sure they were legit, but they had them on.
They weren't legit. When it comes to both events, you're just sitting there looking, especially having the collaboration stuff.
Yeah.
What does legit actually mean?
Somebody got creative, okay?
That's good. Well, good. And I think it all worked out well. So you enjoyed yourself. You guys counted down because that's all we've heard about, especially in this program for the better part of the last 6 months.
Yes, and I'm a big, big Swiftie, but I know not everybody is. So everybody else, it's your moment. It's past, okay? We're going to talk about other cool stuff, including our liege, Bender, King Neptune. Yeah. You had a busy weekend as well.
Yeah, we did the West Seattle Grand Parade. Oh, look at this.
You.
There's royalty at its finest. I had my crown and my cloak and my sword.
Oh, I like the royal wave.
Yeah, well, I've been practicing, so it all went well. But of course, the big one is this weekend. Big Torchlight Parade happens on Saturday afternoon, so I'm gearing up for that. And the Seafair thing continues to go, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we are also prepping Studio 13 Live at Seafair, too, so it's all very exciting stuff.
Oh, look. The party's about to happen because now that Taylor's over and all the focus can be put towards all of the other events.
Sure.
We're good.
Sure.
Now, we got to talk about Barbenheimer. Is that the way we're going with it? Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer
you
and Barbie.
say what you want. You're the king.
The Barbie movie brought in $155 million in North America. Oppenheimer brought in about $80 million. Both films together combined, do the math, $511 million worldwide. Now, the weekend was extremely historic for several reasons. One, it was the largest box office weekend since December of 2021. Barbie had the biggest opening of the year so far, and it was the biggest opening for a female director. And by all accounts, have you seen?
I've seen
you
Barbie.
saw Barbie.
Yeah.
And I saw your the pre-funk thing where you actually got to take pictures in the box.
I got to pretend I was a little like news Barbie, you know. It was really the news Barbie.
Sure.
I had a great time. I loved the movie. Have you seen both? Or?
I have seen Barbie. I haven't had a chance to see Oppenheimer. My daughter, 17 years old, who's a big movie geek, and she's so excited. She'll be doing film studies when she goes off to college in a couple of weeks. She said that Oppenheimer she thought was better, was more charismatic, and don't let the length of the film scare you.
Okay.
Because Oppenheimer is like 3.5 hours long, and a lot of people were like, oh my God. But apparently it's a brilliant movie. Barbie, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we thoroughly enjoyed it as well. You know, the big, with the flag for feminism and so on. It was a really good movie. I thought, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, so I won't, Helen Mirren, I thought, was, have you seen it?
Yes.
I thought Helen Mirren was the star with the narration. I thought her narration was brilliant. I love the breaking of the fourth wall several times throughout the movie. It was great. I thought it was great. So now I have to go see Oppenheimer.
I loved it. I have heard that both movies have like surprise gasp scenes that you're not expecting to see certain things in the movie. So, you know, have fun with that, however you want to interpret that. But I definitely enjoyed Barbie. I will probably watch Oppenheimer once it's streaming because your girl needs a break in the middle of a movie. Look, I've had a kid. I'm in my 30s. I'm scared by the 3.5 hours.
What are you afraid is going to happen at the hour 45 or 2 hour mark?
I'm going to have to like do the mad dash to the public restroom. Who wants to do that?
I got you. I'm sorry. Okay, I totally understand. I wasn't sure what other sort of emergency you were expecting.
That's the one emergency I care about, Bender.
I got it. I totally understand. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on the greatness, so I'll just like eat my popcorn at home. And
Okay. Good to know.
All right. That's enough potty talk. All right. Harry Styles closing out his Love on tour in Italy with a heartfelt message for fans. According to Billboard, he played an untitled song that went on for about 10 minutes. That's nice and long, just like Taylor. Nearly 2 years of touring, by the way, and Harry posted on social media sharing his thoughts about it all. He says that this tour has just been the greatest experience of his life, thanking everybody who watched, helped, made it special, and a big congratulations to Harry. 2 years on tour, Bender.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And when you consider bouncing from city to city to city to city, I mean, you've heard it in rock songs all along, they all look the same. But but we've also seen through all social media and the videos and so on and so forth, he puts on a hell of a show like Taylor does.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have liked to have seen him. And because I've heard that show is amazing, so maybe
I have to. And then toward the end here, you really saw. I didn't see the show, but you know, TikTok shows all.
Yeah.
You really saw him come into his own. Like he was so relaxed about it there at the end. You know, really interacting with fans, helping people do a gender reveal mid-concert at one point.
Yeah.
Like you love to see that from an artist.
So we'll stay with social media. TikTok, the most popular news source for those 12 to 15-year-olds. According to a brand new research, the study says that TikTok's algorithm has driven videos, the video, all the views has now overtaken YouTube and Instagram, which is crazy when you think about it. Young people are now relying on that app for their news. The algorithm curates what people want to see based on their screens, based on trends and what, all the other viral stories. The study has also found it's popular for adults too, with 1 in 10 using it to keep up with current events.
Interesting.
That's clearly my algorithm doesn't do that because I have a lot of comedians and stuff on my algorithm.
Because that's what you like.
But that's what I like. I also love history stuff, so that stuff pops up in my algorithm. I don't get news items.
Yeah, I get some news items, probably because of the stuff I interact with. I get a lot of Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, comedians too, Seattle stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think that this is wonderful in that people can get a new perspective from others, absolutely. But the thing that's rough if you solely depend on this as your news source is that you're only going to get what you like. So it really starts to become an echo chamber. And we sort of saw the worst of that with Twitter or X now, whatever it's called now. So you don't want to see it kind of fully devolve, I guess we'll see.
But it's funny because, and I'm not sure if anybody else has noticed, if when you're on TikTok, you can actually start to dictate the algorithm.
That's right.
Because if you see a video that you like and then you open up the video's home page, if you will, you then start to make that algorithm something a little bit more customized.
Yeah, you got to think it through, right?
Right, exactly.
I like that. Okay. All right. So we can definitely do something
something
about
to keep in mind.
Yeah. And speaking of Twitter and those changes coming to Twitter, that familiar bird logo, it's on its way out. Okay, Elon Musk says the platform will be replacing it with the signature X. So if you logged on to Twitter today, this happened to me. It's already there.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the case for everybody, but a lot of people are saying they're already seeing it as well. Musk says the X represents an everything app. He already has x.com in his bio, which takes people directly to Twitter. And at least, like I said, my Twitter already has this changes. You're saying yours does too?
Mine, the app still has the bird, but the website, if you do Twitter on your desktop, it shows the X. I mean,
this is a rich man playing with something to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Twitter anymore, right?
I mean, you're going to rebrand it. It's his. He's going to rebrand it. Is it actually going to make any difference? I mean, have we figured out if he's actually looking for the investment back or if he's just using the platform to have the narrative and the information and so on? I mean, who knows at this point? So, I mean, I think, to be honest, my own personal opinion, that this new X in the logo is just misdirection.
I think so.
I think everybody's making a big deal out of nothing.
I mean, we had Threads, and he was mad that Threads, he felt, was too much like Twitter. And I'm just kind of noting that the color trend now looks a lot like Threads.
Yeah.
That's just something I noticed. So interesting. We'll see where it goes.
So next, we're going to be checking with TMZ for all your top entertainment headlines. Jamie Foxx breaking his silence and what he has to say about that medical emergency.
And take a look at this. These are the winners of our Eras Tour ticket giveaway, Evelyn and Clancy. We are just so happy that these Swifties had the time of their lives. Stay with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna make your day.
It is time to take a look at what is popping in celebrity news.
And for that, we're bringing in Fabian Garcia from TMZ. Hey! Apparently,
good morning,
Jamie
guys.
Foxx has spoken for the first time about the medical emergency, so we go to you, the source. What did he say?
Well, Jamie's the source himself on this one. He hopped on camera for the first time, again, kind of speaking for himself for the first time in a long time. We've gotten a lot of different videos of him out and about in the Chicago area over the past couple weeks now. He seems to be on his feet, seems to be doing a lot better. But now he's on camera talking about it, and it's great news. He says that he has been to quote-unquote hell and back, and I'm sure he has. He did not really elaborate on what exactly the medical issue was that he experienced. That's fine. He seems to be maintaining that privacy for himself. He's thanking his fans for the love and support, saying, I've seen it, I appreciate it. More importantly, though, he's also thanking his family and his loved ones who, frankly, have kept this very tight in terms of not leaking anything, Everything has been very tight in his inner circle, and they've been by his side through this entire ordeal. He looks good, though. He looks healthy. We know for a fact that he's getting back to work in some capacity. He was seen recently in Vegas filming some kind of like an ad for some kind of betting thing for MGM, I believe. Not necessarily back on set yet for full-blown movies and shows, but he seems to be making his way back, and, you know, it's great to see him healthy again.
Yeah, we're glad to see him doing better because it really seemed dire there for a moment. I know there wasn't a lot of info, but we were all pretty worried.
Yeah, the fact that there was no info and the fact that there were all these rumors. By the way, speaking of rumors and conspiracy theories, he's actually shooting one down about the quote-unquote body double clone thing. I don't know if you guys have seen that on social media. That has been a big thing. So people actually legitimately believe this is not Jamie Foxx. Well, here's the man himself saying it is actually me. I'm not a clone, y'all. Like I'm here in the flesh. So he batted that down.
We're seriously in that part of society right now.
We are in that world right now. That type of stuff is being taken seriously. Yes.
All right, from health to love, Tom Brady seems to have a new love in his life. So spill the beans. Who is it?
Well, I'm going to take the word seems out of that and just say he has a new girlfriend, Irina Shayk. This is Bradley Cooper's ex, not his ex-wife. They never married, but they have a kid together. They were together for many years. She's a very famous model in and of herself, and they're dating. That's what we're hearing. We have some photos and video up on the site that people can go look at. They were getting cozy this weekend. He went and picked her up a couple different times at some hotel here in L.A., went back and forth to his place. She apparently spent the night, and there's video of him in the car with her kind of stroking and caressing her face and laughing it up with her. So, yeah, they packing on the PDA, it seems, and we're hearing they are, in fact, dating. Seems like they might have met in June. There was a report out in June that they were at a wedding together and that she was, quote-unquote, throwing herself at him.
Oh, boy.
Her rep at the time went on the record to deny that. And now it seems that there was some truth to that after all. And as far as how Giselle feels about it, we have a story up on the side as well. People close to her are saying she's happy. She's happy for Tom that he's moved on. She divorced him for a reason, wants him to be happy. So it seems like everyone's getting on with their life.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I know divorce can be so incredibly difficult, but we're happy to see at least even if it's public-facing support.
I'm just
totally.
I am so impressed with your detail of their days.
I know.
It was very impressive.
Fabian knows what's up, okay?
We do. We have the deets. I'm on here to spill those deets all the time for you guys.
Right down to the caressing of the face.
Ooh.
I'm like, wow, that is some detail.
Fabian, thank you so much for joining us today.
For sure. Thanks for having me. You guys appreciate it.
Yeah, and don't forget you can catch TMZ right here on Fox 13 weekdays at 7 p.m. And still ahead, if you don't like carrying your chairs around or your coolers around, who likes lugging that, right?
None.
Yeah. So you can hire a team to do it for you. We're looking at this Long Island seniors side hustle.
Plus, you're feeling the burn. Look at this. An Australian guy has set a new world record for the most push-ups in an hour. How many did it take? And can Mireya do it later this morning?
Yeah, baby. All right, so there are more than just horses at Emerald Downs this weekend. The annual Corgi races took place. Check it out. Wow. Trumpet puppies, nearly 100 corgis took part in racing across 9 heats. Check them out. Need for Speed, baby. The winner of each heat advancing to, until they got to the finals. And the winner this year, according to Facebook, was Milo Benz. And by the way, not only is this hilarious and adorable, it also supports the Alzheimer's Association.
You get the dog with the shortest legs to do a race.
I know.
That's fantastic.
That was very cute. I liked it.
So how about this? An Australian fitness fanatic has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the most push-ups in an hour. Daniel Scally did did 3,249 push-ups in 60 minutes. He had held the record in 2022 before being outnumbered by another Australian man. Some people online say he's not doing full push-ups, but officials say their definition is lowering the body until the elbow reaches 90 degrees and then straightening the arms based on that criteria. They say only 3 of his push-ups didn't qualify. He's getting it all done. Look, for those that are complaining about it, I'm just going to say, really?
I am people on the internet saying that's not a full push-up.
He did did that number say 3,000 in an hour?
Over 3,000.
Over 3,000 in an hour. And you're going to split hairs and nitpick over an angle of an elbow? I mean, is he at least getting down to do?
I'm going to nitpick, and I'm going to do it while I'm sitting down eating a cookie. That's what I'm going to do, okay?
How many can you do?
Okay, so my definition of a push-up is elbows in, chest touches the ground, but legs don't, and then you come back up. I can do 10 at one time, and honestly, that's probably it. So, like, yeah, 3,000 is a lot. So
his elbows are way out there. So you think his elbows are already too far away from his body?
I mean, there are different kinds of push-ups you can do. He's obviously using, I want to say it's probably his chest more here. And if you bring them in, you know, I'm sorry, I'm getting inside baseball. But it's easier for me to do them when they're like that. But how many can you do?
I think I could probably do 25 to 30.
Okay.
I think.
Are you going to show us?
Famisha, did you just say show us? I would do it, but I don't want to crease the Jordans. I mean, I can.
Oh, okay.
Are you really going to make me drop?
Oh! Okay. Oh,
I can't
look at him.
This is how you treat your guest host? Are you kidding me with this?
Work it, baby.
This is, I mean, are you counting?
I'm a million. It feels like you're done, and it feels like now you look exactly like
I'm just showing off at this point.
Yeah.
Have I done enough?
Michelle, come get your man.
Did you all just back in the control room say, yeah, you're good? Did I not impress you enough to go, wow, you're done? Thank you for that.
Brett, you know what? That does deserve a round of applause. We need the audio round of applause. Amazing. Yeah, beautiful job. Beautiful job. Oh. But you were telling me a fantastic story about how you really try and incorporate push-ups into your workout.
I do. I heard Matthew McConaughey a couple of years ago for the Magic Mike build-up thing that he was doing. Somebody asked, do you go crazy with your workouts? He says, no. One of the things I do is I try to get in 200 push-ups a day, not at one time. So he'll drop and do 20, 10, 11 times throughout the day. And I'm like, that's brilliant. So that's what I do. So just in case I come to Fox 13 and you guys say, hey, drop and give me whatever you can do, I can go until I'm told in my ear, all right, that's good.
All right,
stop, you're done.
I think you just impressed everybody. They were waiting for you to fail, and you said, no, McConaughey has my back.
That's right. I don't know what you guys were tuned in for this morning. I know nobody expected that.
Bender doing push-ups.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, still to come on Studio 13 Live, we're introducing you to K-pop group CIX, who made their 2023 debut with a very emotional album, Their Reason Why, coming up.
But first, how two teachers are sharing their passion for education in a new podcast, their biggest challenges, and their advice for young teachers. Coming up next. Hang on.
Two teachers started out in the same grade level 4 years ago with their classrooms right next to each other, and now they are teaming up to share all they learn with their fellow teachers in their new podcast. Do you need to take that?
It's my watch doing that. Isn't that weird?
Okay.
The phone is off. I swear to God, these freaking radio people on TV.
Look, I want to talk to these ladies because they're so cool.
Bree, I'm so sorry.
All good.
I didn't even know my watch could ring. Did you know that?
I learn about technology every day.
That was weird. So today we are joined by Em and Bree, which I'm over here. Okay.
Oh yeah, right here.
Check this out, okay? They're the hosts of Running Late with Em and Bree. They got their podcast. Welcome to the show. How are you guys?
We're so awesome. Thank you for having us.
All right, so you have to talk to us about what inspired you to create this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it was Bree's dream to start.
I think I've always had a dream of like having a place to talk and have people to listen to me and relate to and really create a community. When I was going to school to become a teacher, I was really craving that. I love podcasts and listening to anything related to teaching. And so I really wanted to create something that I felt like, especially young teachers, could relate to.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
When you guys first started doing it, did you already have equipment at home? Bree?
No.
No?
No.
Because of Dad?
No, my boyfriend just has a really nice microphone, and so I was like, I think I'm going to use this every week. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it just started, we were just talking, like she just told me that she wanted to do this, and I was like, all right, I'm in.
And we have conversations all the time, just talking about our teaching practice and learning from each other, so we thought other people could learn from it as well.
Yeah.
What have you learned since the beginning that you're like, oh, wow, okay, this is like the information that you're passing along that then becomes what people are more focused on?
Yeah, I feel like we've learned about ourselves. It's a very reflective time. I think we're both reflective people, and we always want to improve our practice. So I think just having that space to talk about a lesson and be like, oh, maybe it didn't go well because of this, or maybe it went well because of this that we tried, and we can learn from each other's mistakes as well, which we love doing.
I have to say, I mean, I have family that are teachers, and my husband was a teacher for a long time.
Awesome.
Yeah. But Bender.
For the love of God. Take my phone and my watch. I don't know why. I can't get it to turn off.
But while we're talking about this, I have to say that I think it's really interesting that we are exploring new ways of developing the teaching practice, because I do remember that way back when I'd hear, oh, those teacher development days, they're kind of tough to get through sometimes. Do you think this is kind of where we're going in terms of expanding the teaching practice?
Oh, I love that. I hope so. I feel like every time we have any sort of training, it gets better and better too, and more involved with technology and using other resources and learning from each other too.
Yeah.
As a teacher, teachers, how do you stay sane?
We have to try really hard.
Do a big deep breath first.
How do we? I'm still
lots
learning.
of chocolate.
We have a whole episode talking about how to stay sane, and a big part of it is snacks. We have a whole drawer in our classroom dedicated to chocolate and other snacks, and we have our friends, our teacher friends, that come in and grab it if they need. And I think also just relying on other people, and that's really the basis of this, is just feeling like you're not alone. Everyone who's teaching or is in a similar position maybe is feeling this way as well. So just leaning on the people around you, and we lean on each other all the time.
All the time. It's also helpful to just kind of be alone when you need to also.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I think I've learned that. I'm such a people person, and now that I'm around little people all day, every day, I very much appreciate my alone time and quiet time. And so if you need that, just take that for yourself. I think it's super important.
And I have to say, if your phone is going to go off in any interview, I think it's a real testament to what teachers have to deal with, that it happened in this particular interview.
I'll tell you what, though, if you notice and you roll back the tape, they didn't even flinch.
I'm like,
it was everybody back here that went into full-blown panic.
Yeah, I know.
We're used to getting interrupted all day, every day in various ways. Yeah.
And speaking of that, are there any particular moments that stand out to you from the past 4 years that really made an impact on you and helped you grow as an educator?
Yeah. I think really it's just all the little moments, like just seeing them every day and seeing how they grow every day, and
and grow intellectually and also like socially and emotionally as well. I think that's the coolest growth for me to see, especially students who are really, really shy at the beginning of the year. I've had students who, at Meet the Teacher, they're literally almost in tears if you just look at them. They're just so shy.
Yeah.
And so seeing them have friendships and be really social and raise their hand in class and share their ideas and really get involved, it's the coolest feeling.
and then come back to you the next year because they like loved you. Oh,
yeah, I've had students, especially some that are really anxious in certain subject areas, come back years later and bring me their tests and show me how well they did, and just that feeling of them wanting to share that with me is unreal. It's super cool.
Let's stick with the students specifically for just a second. You guys, you highlight and feature some quotes from your students. Not to put you on the spot, but you have a few top of your head, like your favorites that you've done so far?
I always say, too, I wish someone was following me around every day, like writing what they say, because I can't even remember it all. It's wild.
It's hysterical. I think one time, though, my favorite is I had a student, we were drawing, it was like before summer, and they were just drawing crabs, like on a beach, and one student just shouts out, crabs don't have six-packs, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It's the unfortunately that got me.
My students also, they hype me up so much. Like, they make me feel like a superstar sometimes. I come in, they're like, Miss Burness, you look incredible, you know? But then some days not so much. And one time a student, they'll tell you.
They are open.
A student was like, wow, you really look like a toddler today. And getting dressed today, I was looking at quotes and I was like, oh my gosh, I do kind of look like a toddler. They're pretty right. They can roast you pretty well, but it's all fun.
And we should ask, what ages are you teaching right now?
3rd grade.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I've been teaching 3rd grade, and then I'm going to move up to 4th or 5th this year. I'm super excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I do have to know, I mean, I think we all, especially early in our careers, you know, we have missteps. Is there anything that you guys did that you said, okay, this is a real learning opportunity for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me, especially my first year, is just knowing what my expectations are and then holding students to those expectations. It feels kind of soul crushing to be like, you need to fix that.
You need to go redo that whole thing.
Oh.
But it's
feels
setting
bad.
it's setting the expectations
Yeah.
because we want them to do as well as they possibly can. So we need to set the bar high, and it's hard to learn. I feel like something I also learned a lot from was the power of no. I think my first year I was really trying to be too buddy-buddy with them. And so, yeah, I think having those expectations, holding them to it, and that's okay because we want them to be as smart and amazing as they can be.
Yeah.
You agree? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the biggest piece of advice that you could give somebody who's thinking to themselves, whether they're in high school right now or in college right now and they're looking to become a teacher? Is it stick with the younger kids, go to the older kids? Like, would you even consider moving out of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade? Oh, you would? Okay.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I could see myself moving up and teaching middle school, maybe even high school one day. I think, yeah, just never say never. Be open to all the grade levels, and if you have opportunities to see all kinds of grade levels, definitely do that. And I think early in your career, if you can move around a little bit too, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think there's a huge learning opportunity to be able to see the different stages of kids and where they're at.
And then be able to kind of compare their development and really see which ones you vibe with. Because I didn't really used to think that I would want to teach 5th grade or 6th grade, and now I'm like, yeah, I could definitely see myself doing that. So I think just staying open.
So I know that you guys have a focus on teaching as a profession, but I have a little boy, Bender, you have a little girl. I know you got 2 that are that are out of the house, but you got little ones too. So what can you say to us parents whose kids are about to start, you know, grade school or kinder to be as supportive as we can be to them and to their teachers?
Yeah, I think that's an amazing question. And I think just telling your teachers too, like, how can we support you? We're all on the same team. We're all in it together. And I think that's what I try to tell parents too. I think one of our biggest things is getting kids into reading, taking them to the library, getting them excited about books, reading to them every night, asking them about their day is a good start.
Yeah, my little girl just started kindergarten last year, and I think one of the most important things for me was to just constantly be asking her about her day, and then also connecting with her teacher and asking, okay, is there anything she needs to be working on, or
And believe them, I would imagine.
Totally.
I know it can be hard, you know, as a parent when
Yes.
somebody tells you, like, your kid needs to work on this, but, you know, same team, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. We're on the
exactly.
same team.
Well, Emma and Bree, thank you so much for joining us today. And Ian, your kid's awesome, man. Absolutely. We posted more info on their podcast. Very cool podcast. It's up on our website, box13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
How about that?
Yeah.
You guys were awesome.
Thank
Nicely done.
you.
Ladies. Still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we are trying some Brazilian steaks with fogo de chão, and we're taking a look at their interesting cooking techniques.
Next, though, it's time for a K-pop. Today, we're introducing you. It's a group that made their debut in 2023 with the return of an emotionally new album. So just stick around. Hang on. It's time now for K-pop with Clint. A lot of K-pop you may hear on the radio is fun, upbeat, but some groups are starting to take a different route.
Yeah, very interesting. Fox 13 video journalist Clint Edwards interviewed a group that is known for changing things up a little bit. Hey, Clint.
Hey, yeah, so CIX have been one of my favorite groups since they debuted in 2019, really talking about topics that aren't discussed a lot in the industry. And I spoke with them exclusively for the second time here for Studio 13.
Hello, Studio 13, we are CIX.
Tell me a little bit about this album and the meaning behind it.
이번 앨범에는 뭔가 뮤직비디오도 그렇고 저희가 뭔가 예전 K-팝에서 볼 법한 시도를 한 것 같아요. 옛날에는 뭔가 뮤직비디오에 연기로 가득 찬, 스토리로 가득 찬 뮤직비디오를 많이 볼 수 있었는데 요즘에는 뭔가 좀 더 MG스럽다고도 할 수 있을 정도로 좀 통통 튀고 귀엽고 약간 뭐라 해야 될까? 좀 아무튼 그런 걸 하는데 저희는 좀 예전 약간 스토리만 섞은 뮤직비디오 이런 새로운 걸 시도해봤던 것 같습니다.
Starting out with your debut movie star, how do you think your music has evolved since then?
뭔가 저희가 전하고 싶은 내용을 노래에 잘 담으면서 그 전하고 싶은 메시지들을 하나하나씩 잘 대중분들께 전달해 왔다고 생각하고요. 곡 스타일이나 곡 분위기는 그냥 데뷔 초 때와 지금 변함없이 굉장히 세련되고 뭔가 저희만 할 수 있는 거라고 생각합니다.
What do you want to do for the rest of the year? What are some plans that you want to be able to do?
일단 딱 저희 이번 앨범 활동을 딱 마무리하고 일단 뭐 각자 뭐 체력 관리도 잘 하면서 뭔가 뭘 하기 위해서는 항상 건강이 최고인 것 같아서 제가 생각하기에는 그래서 요즘 다 같이 체력 관리 열심히 준비하고 또 뭐 다양하게 뭐 국내에 계신 픽스분들이나 해외에 계신 픽스분들을 뵈러 가는 기회가 많이 있었으면 좋겠어요. 뭐 공연이 됐든 뭐 다양한 그런 기회들을 저희가 직접 만들어가지고 하루빨리 이렇게 해외에 계신 픽스분들 보러 가고 싶습니다.
So during our interview, we talked all about the new album and more that you can check out right now on fox13seattle.com.
Okay, so the music video looks pretty emotional. Is that something that they generally show a lot?
Yeah, so CIX has been known to really talk about topics that aren't discussed a lot, especially about mental health. They have a song called Numb from their beginning of their career that talks about those topics as well. So they're really able to show a lot of that different side through their music.
So now I've also heard that they've talked about the pros and the cons of being the K-pop idol life and everything that they're experiencing. What else did they have to say about that?
Yeah, so a lot of people want to know about how that life kind of goes. And they said, you know, they love performing for fans, so that's a pro. But they really miss out on a lot. They miss out on time with family, friends, just because they're training so much to finally trying to reach their dreams. So that's what they talked about as far as that.
What interesting open conversations they're having. And you know, we've seen that you have been really busy with a lot of K-pop interviews, which we appreciate. So who are we going to hear from in the future?
So next week we'll have a new group called 8 Turn. They're coming back with their first song, Itself. And then I'm working on getting stuff back for my interviews with a group called Odd Eye Circle that's coming back after a long time. And then Lunate as well. So I'm really excited to show those on here.
Oh, thank you so much. We cannot wait until next time. And of course, we have more info on this group up on fox13seattle.com/studio13live. And I know those videos always get so many views, so I know that people love it. All right, well, how about this, okay? Carrying your chair, cooler, any other stuff on the beach, that is certainly nobody's idea of a good time. And there is now a teen in Long Island that saw it as a business opportunity. Armani C. Rios founded his business last year as a high school senior, and for $40, he'll set up the spot on the beach for you, and then when you've had enough of beach time, then he comes back, breaks it all down, and brings it home. And this actually will be his second season, so talk about a little entrepreneur.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Does he actually scout your spot for you?
I think so, and I think the stuff might be his too, so that's kind of nice. So you just show up. That's my idea.
Just show up.
Just show up.
Mireya shows up with her entourage. Hey, go set me that place on the beach.
Well, I'm paying for the service,
That's right.
my man.
So now check this out. There has been some serious heat in Arizona, including triple-digit temperatures. It is so hot that in Maricopa County, the Department of Energy Management made a pizza in a car. Just to show and prove how hot it was, they put a pizza together, placed it on an aluminum pan inside the car, was left on the dashboard, fully cooked in 90 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
I mean, the question is, would you take a bite? But why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's pizza.
It cooked it right there on the dash.
I like this better than when people try to cook an egg on the sidewalk, because how is that any good for anybody?
Yeah, no, that's nasty. But that looks really good. I mean, granted, unfortunately, there's pepperoni on it. I would just like to go with it.
Are you not a pepperoni guy?
If I'm feeling extra saucy, if you will, I'll do Italian sausage. But typically, it's a cheese pizza.
Oh, okay. Bender.
I have lost so much respect.
A man of the children.
I have lost the respect by Mireya, and I know that everybody back there, even Carly on her birthday is watching
She's
this going,
like, what?
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, Carly likes a cheese pizza too, for sure.
Well, there you go.
absolutely.
Can't go wrong with it.
You know what else you can't go wrong with?
Yes.
Our guests coming up here because we have Fogo de Chão. They're joining us in studio with a look at their Brazilian steakhouse and churrasco dishes. I'm going to learn how to say this word before the next segment.
And don't forget, if you missed anything from today's show, you can always find it on our website. Head to fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight delicious food in our area. And if you like fire-roasted Brazilian cuisine, this one is for you.
It's for me, baby. Fogo de Chão was founded in southern Brazil in 1979. And this is an internationally renowned restaurant that now has a location in Bellevue and Linwood. Today, we're trying some of their churrasco. Close enough? Yeah, I got it. We are joined by Elena Capucho and Marcio Bonfala. Welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Looks delicious.
Spread.
Showing you guys what we do.
Yes, so churrasco is a centuries-old cooking technique. So tell us a little bit about it, what makes it different, and the experience that you create for your guests.
Absolutely. So Fogo de Chão, as you said, has been around for quite some time, and we specialize on an old traditional way of cooking in south of Brazil. The difference is that we cook out all of our meats over open flame, and we season just with sea salt, as you can see right there, just sea salt, and that preserves the flavor of each particular cut of meat. So if you try a variety of meats, and you can really taste each one, the difference between one cut and another one.
Nice.
Okay, the key word here is try. So what are we going to try?
Absolutely.
This all looks fantastic.
So what we brought here today is our bone-in ribeye, and also our picanha. Picanha is our house specialty, which is the center cut from the top sirloin, and it's the most famous cut in Brazil. Okay. Beautiful. Then we also have our lamb chops, and as I said, we just marinate that with sea salt, and you can taste that. We can start with some lamb chops.
Sure.
And the way that it works, you'll be at the restaurant, so you know how it is.
I've
so
seen it.
we serve tableside. So our chefs, they're preparing the meat, they're cooking, and they're also serving that. So that's how we do. I've been a chef myself at Fogo for quite some time, and then that's what we're going to do, and then you can try right there.
Oh, hope you're hungry, bud.
I'm ready to go.
Wow.
So this is the lamb chop, and if you want to take
My
a look.
tummy is grumbling because it smells so good. Apologies, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow, and I have to say, it's also such a show when you go into the restaurant because these, I mean, they look like swords. These serving utensils, they're the skewers, they're so impressive.
This is so good.
Yeah, I know. You see, you can really taste the flavor of that particular cut of the lamb in this case, which is because we just marinate it. It's simple and easy.
And it's just salt.
Yeah.
Wow, it is so delicious. Oh my goodness. And
New tradition.
what is next?
Yes. Just before 11 a.m. every day. This is what we're going to have.
Exactly. That's our breakfast. I'm from south of Brazil, so we grew up having that breakfast and all that. So now I'm going to slice this. This is our picanha, like I said, and you use these little tongues to grab it off as we serve.
Beautiful.
So.
Look at that. I don't think I've ever had this particular cut before. Maybe it's been a long time. Yeah. You ready, Bender?
Oh, yeah, ready.
You got to use your little tongs.
Here we go.
Don't be an animal. My goodness. Wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, this is amazing. Okay. Beautiful.
Seriously, I feel bad for everybody at home that doesn't get to this is fantastic.
This is so good. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, oh, my God. This is amazing.
Amazing. Like it?
So really, you guys have something for everyone, though.
Everyone. So we're well known for the meats, right? That we serve a variety of beef, pork, lamb, chicken, sausage. But we also have several options. Like we have an amazing market table with fresh vegetable, cured meats. We have vegetarian options all around. We have our market table is 100% gluten-free. We have some vegan options as well with tofu and pasta and all those things. So there's a ton of options there that it's a taste for everyone. So we can customize and curate your own experience there when you go to Fogo. It's not just one thing.
When I've been in the past, my game plan going in is always none of the sides, all of the meat, because I want to try. But the other stuff also looks so good, so you end up just trying everything, really.
And not to mention the fact you guys have an award-winning South American wine list.
Absolutely.
So tell us about the bar. What do you got?
So it's an amazing wine list, and right now we have Any South American wines under $130 is half price off.
Oh, nice.
We also have a full happy hour all day, by the way, which Elena is going to explain to us some of our.
Yeah, walk us through it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to make the caipirinha for you guys today, which is our traditional drink in Brazil. It's made with cachaça, which is a sugarcane spirit. And basically the traditional one is lime, sugar, and cachaça shaken. So there's the sweet and sour in that. I can start making, and I'm also going to make strawberry, so you guys can try two different flavors.
Thank you. Yeah, let's get into it. That's always fun to have it be like a whole experience when you're going out to eat like this.
This is crazy. This is amazing. And so just for TV purposes, how much of this do I get to eat? Do I just keep eating through the segment because I can? This is fantastic.
Just keep on going.
You better watch out. Bender's going to run with the store. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Beautiful. So walk us through how you're building this drink.
Yeah, so I just put sugar and lime, and we muddle those. And then we're going to add the cachaça, which is the liquor, and some ice. And we shake for 20 seconds. And then it's basically ready.
I love how sweet this drink is, too. I think it's like a great complement to like citrusy and sweet with like the deliciousness of meat, you know? Really fantastic. A little shake. We love to see it.
The key for this one is to shake enough, not to melt the sugar, but not to get too watery either.
Oh, okay. So don't get too excited if you're trying to
Don't get too excited.
Okay. Beautiful.
That's the lime one.
Wow, look at you. There you go.
Want to try this one?
Sure.
Here you go.
Here we go.
And I'll make one strawberry.
Beautiful. All right, well, while you're making this, I have to ask,
good.
you know.
That's very good.
Very good. So if you want to treat yourself on a weekend, you guys also have a brunch. Tell us about the brunch.
Absolutely. So we have brunch on the weekends, and it does offer the same variety plus some additional items at the market, like an omelette station, a waffle stations, parfait, some juices, and like right now we're offering the watermelon juice at our market table as well. So it's a great option. And during the week, it starts at $18. So
wonderful deal. We have more info on the restaurant and all the fabulous things you offer, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. And before we go, Carly, happy birthday. We're so lucky to have you and appreciate everything you do. We hope you're having the best day. See ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna make